women are out here being like, "Oh, slay girl. Oh, you got that. You are looking great, girlfriend." And dudes are like, "Hey, fuck you, dude." What up and welcome. This is Tell Me I'm Wrong. I am Marsh. We've got Rick. We've got Yellz in the building. Good afternoon. Yellz, what's on the docket today?
Man, it's been going around, so we're going to put it up there. Women should have limits. Tell me I'm wrong.
I think we need a little understanding of what the limits are that you're trying to refer to.
I mean, I think it's a pretty broad range. What limits do you think they should? Where do you think women should have limits before this goes all Handmaid's Tale?
Where should they? Oh, man. I don't love that this is the intro without any additional information that you're giving us.
I'll tell you, I'll start. I'll say where I think
Please.
they should have limits, right? We can go through a few things. Maybe you think women should have absolutely no limits. I'm gonna say there should be a limit. Don't shit with the door open. Like that's a limit right there, right? I don't.
You two with freaking potty mouth.
That is a limit. I agree.
It's a limit. I shouldn't. I feel like, look, before we get into the weird stuff, back in the day, at some point people said women shouldn't be voting. They shouldn't have jobs. Look, that's crazy. I'm not saying that. But what I will say is, I should never know that they use the bathroom. It shouldn't even be in my mind that it occurs. Like it shouldn't. I can't get invested if I know that that's what you're doing in the bathroom. You definitely can't do it with the door open.
Well, I won't go that far, but I'm kind of with you from the perspective. There has been two cases, one in college and one as an adult, where I was at a young lady's place. And she, for whatever reason, did not flush the toilet all the way.
Oh.
And yeah, I was out of there, bro. I mean, it was really no coming. It really was no coming back. So I'm not. So in those instances, I'm not saying, because we all know that everybody does the same things, right? We all have the same, But
except Yellz, he doesn't want to know that.
As a man, I just always assume the woman is a much cleaner version of me. So that maybe that's a silly assumption, but I just always assume the woman is a much cleaner version. However clean I am, they are 10 times cleaner than me in all aspects. And so to walk in the bathroom after a woman and see a flotation device, yeah, bro, that's not really where it's at.
I would say that's true for anybody. I'll be honest. I don't think I want to. We've talked about my Airbnb experience in which I had to stay on a boat in which we had no opportunity to flush a toilet. So I would argue, how about every single person we should be, using the facilities with the door closed and making sure that there's no flotation devices, as Rick likes to refer to them, left over. I mean, maybe humans should be shitting with the door closed. How about that as an idea?
Yeah.
Just forget about you being whatever you are.
I'm gonna start with women. Like if I do it, maybe I'm taking care of some business. I don't know if I do it, but it's totally unacceptable if a woman does it, in my opinion. Totally.
You grew up in the city. I feel like you grew up in the city. That's a city mentality. That's a city slicker. I don't care what neighborhood within the city you lived in. Because back in the country, it's just, you be going where you're going, brother. I mean, when nature calls, you answer the door. You might not necessarily have the opportunity otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I would recommend you shut the door afterwards, but that feels like a city mentality coming from you.
Well, maybe so. You know what? We're going to, because both of y'all are scared of touching this topic.
I don't know.
I'm going to get you started right now, Marsh.
You said women should have limits and you started with the bathroom. I mean, that's just a weird place to start with this statement.
Well, we can, let's dive into it then. Let's just do that. So Marsh, who didn't want old people on the road, He doesn't want buses on the road.
By the way, by the way, I realized I just think I hate traffic because I started the other day, I was driving, I was like, that person should be, and it was neither a school bus or old people on the road. I was like, that person should be on there. I was like, I just hate other drivers. I don't quite have road rage. I don't like leave my lane, but I just realized I hate every other driver that's not me. That's what I've learned. So go ahead.
Interesting.
So it was just like a trending topic that moved around. So is there nothing for you guys there's nothing you can think of that like you just don't really want to see a woman, hear a woman, and you don't want to know of them doing that? Marsh, can they be on the road? Considering your stances, can they be on the road?
No, I am ambivalent in my hatred for other drivers. It can be men, it can be women, it can be anybody. Doesn't matter your race, creed, age. It's just me driving. I wouldn't say that they shouldn't do it, but it always takes me a second if you're talking about a sport, not a sport like softball, which there's a very obvious counterpart. So I guess the best comparison would be football. When you hear a woman talk, and I'm not saying that they can't, but it always catches me by surprise. Maybe that sounds terrible, but I already said it. So when they start breaking down X's and O's, you're like, holy shit, you know more than I do. Hat tip, let's listen in, because when you play football, you're not necessarily expecting that to be part of the conversation. It's a very masculine game. It's a very masculine locker room. And so when you've got somebody being like, yeah, well, they had the Mike linebacker poorly identified, and they brought a little safety blitz here, 6 in the box, dropped out, and you're like, whoa, what's up, girl?
There was on social media, there was a guy. He's sitting on the couch. Oh my God, he's sitting on the couch with his girl, and there's some game going on, and just whatever team, I can't remember team it was. There's an incomplete pass, and she turns to him, slaps her boyfriend on the shoulder, and says, "Stephon Diggs is supposed to run an out route. He's not even supposed to be in the slot right there." He gets up and he throws a he's like, "Who are you messing around with? Why are you talking about that? How do you know what's an out route?" Oh man, it was hysterical. I'm with you.
Listen, in that case, I probably would be. Oh, wait a minute. I never taught you nothing about no out routes. You can read.
What?
That's an inside punchline that I'm sure Yellz are going to kill it in the edit, but that's an inside punchline from the movie. But I will say this: there's one thing that I think that's like super no-go for me, or women doing, and that's like just hogging a noogie out in public. Like that to me,
the fuck's like, a noogie?
Just spitting out, and I've seen, just spitting out
loogie.
Yeah, I'm from Texas.
Is that what it's called? A noogie is in Texas. You call that
a loogie.
Oh, I heard an N and not an L. Okay, we're saying the same thing.
I was about to say Marsh. At this point, I was going to say I had no idea that Vermont was on Mars, because you.
don't say Vermont like that. Don't put the emphasis on the ver in that. All right.
There's no emphasis on
Vermont.
Capital R. It's VE capital R Mont.
Watch it. All right, continue. Keep derailing this podcast.
The loogie to me is a bit too much. Like I understand women being sick, right? But just seeing a woman out in public, just whoosh, and just bro,
I'm with you.
That's a tough one.
Did you play sports, like specifically? Did you play baseball growing up, Rick? Or I mean, it's kind of ambivalent now. But like sunflower seeds, so you're constantly spitting, or you got. I never really dipped. Yeah. Dip would always be a big one.
I was never a sunflower seed guy. I used to get the big chew gum and just stuff it in my mouth as if it was like some kind
of
I was never a sunflower seed guy. I spitting just for the hell of spitting. I'm not a camel. I just don't think it's something I need to do over the course of time.
So that's men and women. You think spitting is?
I personally, I'm not. I have to watch my words because it can go really left. I personally don't subscribe to loogie just randomly, but it's especially a thing to me when I see a woman do it. It's like
Why? I feel like spitting, not tobacco related, is very like up until you're 20 years old. Because I feel like when I was in high school and college, dudes were just spitting left and right. Like you'd be walking down and just be like, I feel like spitting right now, and you'd spit. And I feel like as soon as I left college, you're not like walking around corporate America and somebody's like, God, I really got to spit right now, but I'm in an office building. I feel like that's a very youthful thing and not an adult thing.
But you used to see the girls do it as well?
I feel I didn't, but it does catch me off guard if I had. Like, it wasn't common. I was not hanging out with too many women that were spitting.
That's a rough-ass woman. She's out there just spitting with the fellas like that.
I mean, you want to talk about country broad. There's one for you. One that's shitting with the door open and spitting while she's at it. I mean, talk about back home country. There you got it.
That's some Southeast America stuff, right? That's some panhandle.
I don't know. I'm not in the South.
I guess kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, not South Florida. We got dignified.
Panhandle, Florida. Panhandle.
Yeah, Panhandle. That's a different breed up in there. They're gonna not love that one.
So all the women stuff for me, it's gonna. I think I'm with Rick. It revolves around like cleanliness. Like the other one, I've seen it. I've seen after a party, after the club, a chick in a skirt or a dress or something's kind of squatting a little bit in front of people and do whatever she did. I don't know, but I knew something was going on. Not acceptable. Women do that more than you would know. Way more.
What are you talking about?
You mean like puke?
No. I mean like a number 1 or a number 2 or a number 3, whatever it is. Like they
in front of the club.
Just outside. Does it matter? Does it matter? Can a woman use the bathroom outside to you?
Again,
if I don't see it, it don't count. If I don't see it, it don't count.
Y'all, wow.
You can get away with a lot of stuff if I don't see it.
You're telling me you never went to the bathroom outside?
I'm a man. My parts are on the outside. I can do something about that.
So a woman just tough luck that are not allowed to use the facilities outside?
No. I don't know what else to say. No. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
I do not have a strong stance on that one. I guess is the point that I'm making. How somebody uses the bathroom is none of my damn business.
How do you feel, Rick? Okay, now I'm gonna get you. Y'all look at y'all. Y'all staying away from this one. I've never seen.
We don't know what the fuck you're doing with it.
Trying to get me. I've already worked on getting canceled earlier on, talking about Bokeem Woodbine. Apparently,
yeah,
apparently
and
that's the hill people
hairdo
die on. So, Rick, on this one, you said there's a particular curse word a woman can't use. You've said that. I'm putting you on blast.
They can't use?
Yeah, you said they can't drop.
So here's the thing. So there's a lot more context to that. Situational context.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, adults, we all adults here. Adults, sometimes man, woman talk dirty to each other, right? That's part of, being an adult and doing adult things. A woman can't say to me, how can I say this without being just out of class saying it? So there's a particular curse. It's like I'm playing taboo here. I'm trying
just say it. It's not the PG era. We ain't got no John Cena. There's no. You can say it.
I'm thinking about Marsh's mom, who's going to be watching this, and I don't want her to cover her ears 17 times.
Say it. She's heard it before. She may have said what you said before.
So there's an F-bomb that people. There's an F-bomb that people say from time to time in different contexts, right? A woman can't say to me, and if we're talking in a dirty way with each other,
sexual
a woman
context.
can't say, in sexual context, yes, in sexual context, she can't say to me, I'm going to F-bomb you. Or you know how a woman was, I'm going to F-bomb the out of you type thing. To me, that's like, what are you talking about?
I like how you're being so polite with this word. Sorry, I cut you.
I feel like this is like a hold up, Rick. Hold up, time out.
Time
out,
can't do any of that.
Time out. This is like Eddie Murphy raw. Like this is like you act like Bill Cosby and Eddie Murphy. Just say it, fuck. Like say fuck. You can say fuck. You can say it.
Since Yellz already said it, now the word can be said.
Pretty sure I said it already.
You did.
Has been open already. But as a woman said in this type of sexual context and conversation, that's always like what are you talking about? Because I take that that sounds literal. It's like if there's ways to say things, that's not one of the ways because that sounds weird because there's that has no legit context.
You're saying
into
that
what
they
we-
can't do that to you.
You can't, right? So it's like, why would you even make that? Where does that statement come from? Because that's actually not what's going to happen. You actually have 0% of doing any of that you just said. So I just think
Marsh.
so. That's the context of the F word. That's the context of which I'm talking about saying the F word in that particular context.
Marsh, do you have any thoughts on that? Because you get the context of what he's saying. He's saying that a woman
Get the context. I think he
cannot-
cares about it. He cares about it a lot more than I do. I think is probably the way I'd
Do
be.
you believe that that's
viewing
true?
that.
Do you believe that a woman can't do that to a man? A man has to do that to a woman. A woman can't do that to a man.
I don't know. That feels very 1950s and before. It feels kind of old school.
So a woman has done that to you, is what you're saying, Marsh.
That's not. I'm keeping my private life private on this one. All right.
Wait,
First off,
you on
I'm
one
keeping
side
my
or you on
private
the other
life
side?
private. I'm just saying that mentality appears to be very much in the pre-voting era of America. That's what that feels like.
Really?
Just feel what the F doesn't matter. What it's a word.
But it's the context in which the word is used. What I'm not the word itself. It's the context in which the word is used.
I'm not too bothered by that one, to be honest with
Okay.
you.
All right.
How do you feel? Look, I guess I'll bring up all the questions. I'll be the bad guy. Should women
Please.
get into physical altercation? I'm not talking about defending themselves. You good with seeing a woman fight? You good with that one, Marsh? You good with me just being out somewhere and hearing a woman say, bitch, and just like punching somebody? You good with that?
Look, if people are gonna fight, could be two men, could be two women, I'm gonna watch it. All right.
Oh,
I remember
watch it.
I was at a bar down here. It was Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and the game had just ended, and I'm in the parking lot driving out, and there had been this escalation inside. Now, mind you, Game 7 was a Sunday night, so like this is the last night probably that I think people should actually be out getting hammered. And as I'm in the parking lot, I start the car up, I'm driving out, and I have to stop, and essentially I became the lighting for this event, which was a full-on brawl. Couple guys getting at it, couple girls were going at it. I was just like, hell yeah, this is sick. You guys just keep fighting. I'm here for this entertainment, so I don't care. Two girls, they want to fight, go for it. You got some beef you need to squash. Let's solve it like humans.
Like humans.
I will say this. Whenever I've seen two guys fighting and one of the guys' girl jumps in to assist, that's like the most dangerous but yet the sexiest thing all at one time combined. Because it's like, she's putting herself in harm's way. Because the guys, I'm sure each one of them probably outweighed her by a lot. So she already knows she's putting herself in harm's way just to come out here and assist her man. Whether her man is winning or losing the fight. Her emotions just takes over and she just dives straight into danger. That is, ladies, please don't do that. That is the craziest thing to do because usually women will end up getting hurt. But it's also the most bravest thing in the world. So kudos, and please don't ever do that stuff again. That is dangerous, girl. Don't you do that no more. Don't you do it.
I'm gonna shout somebody out real quick since you brought that out. Actually, I can't say her name. Wife will get upset. I'm not gonna say her name, but I will say when I was younger, staying out in California, staying out in Cali, and we used to go down to Tijuana and party. Not a good idea, by the way. We would drive across the border and go party in Tijuana. The drinks were like 50 cents. Like, it was crazy. And they weren't stingy with alcohol. It was a crazy, dangerous place. And I was young and dumb, and I'd go down there. A lot of these stores will go this way. Had on lots of jewelry. Shouldn't have done it. Coming out the club, there was a chick that was checking me out. And we had met up a few times and kind of hung out, whatever. Coming out the club, some people decided, some locals decided that they deserved the jewelry more than I did. It was a group of them. And they came for me right in the alley, and she was right there. She was right there with me. She was right there defending, to the point where she found some of the police who were down for illegal activities, paid them a little bit and said, go get them. Shout out to you, who I can't say your name, but I appreciate that because I don't know where I would have been if she wasn't there. She was right there, Rick. So
Hey,
she was
that's
crazy as shit, though. To your point, she was insane. She was like the craziest person I've ever met, honestly. But she had my back. So,
and she was down for a fight. I'm with that.
You know the good thing about a woman fight, though? One good thing? Really two good things. Anybody there? Anybody with me?
We don't know where this is going, by the way.
A titty always pops out. Y'all know that. If two women are fighting, a titty always pops out. At least one.
That's
true. That's true.
Speaking of titties, I noticed you're wearing a t-shirt today. Not the tank top that you guys poking out last time.
Hey.
How by the way, you said it, so maybe think about it. How do you think an establishment does 50-cent drinks, is non-stingy on the alcohol, and they still make a profit?
Well, this is Mexico. I have nothing else to say.
That doesn't change the question. They still have to make money out of these establishments.
Yeah, I don't.
You think they're brewing it themselves?
Robbing people in the alley. You'd have to go to Tier 1 and understand how this works. There's a lot of legal activity.
Or maybe there are storefronts.
Yeah, they weren't making money off the club. I'll tell you that much. The entry wasn't even much. So there was other stuff happening.
Speaking of being a front, there was I can't remember the name of it, so I can't even say it, but there was a rumor down here that there was a restaurant that was a front for money washing because the drinks were exactly that. It was BOGO happy hour all the time, but unlike Duffy's, which does BOGO, really they just charge you a little bit more for the beer, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like you're like, oh, I get 2 Bud Lights for $9. Okay, yeah, well you're probably paying $5 for 1 Bud Light at the place next door, so it's really not that good of a deal. This place was like the stiffest of drinks. BOGO was like, I don't know, $10, but we're talking like mixed drink BOGOs.
Dang.
Food was like $2, and yeah, so that was the rumor that the joint was a front, and it's out of business now.
I mean, that's exactly how I feel about Arby's. It's a front.
Arby's. You think Arby's is a front?
Yes, 100%. At least the one in Houston is. But
they have the meats. Come on, man.
There's never a line in Arby's. I've never seen more than 2 cars in the drive-thru at any point in time. I've never seen two people or more inside the building ordering food at any point in time, ever, at all of the Arby's. How are you staying in business? You doing commercials, you dropping new items, and no one's showing up for your product. It's easy how you stay in business. This is just a write-off of something else. It has to be. Like, Arby's is not a real place. Arby's is, I'm telling you, it's not a real place. Someone take a screenshot and send me the last time you seen 3 cars in the drive-thru in Arby's. I've never seen 3 cars together in Arby's, ever. You've never had to wait to get to your food because no one's ever before you or after you.
Might have to check this out. I will say I don't trust meat from fast food restaurants in general. And then when Arby's is like, we got extra meat, I like double don't trust it. Because the rumor is like the McRib is just like made out of yoga mat material, right? You know that one? Are you guys familiar with that?
I thought it was made out of wieners, but yoga mats are even funnier.
Right. Well, that's like yoga mats. So I'm like, well, what's this roast beef out of Arby's then? Like, no way that's real.
They have like steak bites now. I wonder what that actually is.
People say they are great.
Foam roller. just random equipment, gym equipment that they've turned into food.
Just know if you ever see me in the drive-thru in Arby's, you know I'm taking real life chances. I'm in a space where I need some food now, or it's not gonna go well. My life is depending on it.
Have you ever had Arby's at all?
Yeah, with you. I was riding with you, and we passed by an Arby's. And he was like, I'm going. I was like, no, you're not going. And we went. He had an order for me. I didn't even know what to order. But I tell you this, there was no one in front of us, and there was no one behind.
Was it disgusting?
Right into the drive-thru.
Was it bad?
It wasn't bad. I mean, but it wasn't bad.
Look, it may have even been good, but he can't say he's like it was Arby's. It was Arby's. It's
I mean,
the
the curly fries was solid. I remember that. I don't remember what kind of burger I got, but maybe it was just okay because I don't really remember. But the curly fries was really good. I mean, it's fast food. I don't have high expectations anyway, unless you're Whataburger. I do have high expectations for Whataburger's fast food. That's the only fast food joint I have high expectations for.
You know what? I'm gonna bring us back topic though, because we're talking food, and I'm gonna keep messing with Marsh. I'm gonna give Marsh a hard time on this. Marsh, before you and the missus got together, right? Either one of y'all, it really doesn't matter. So let's say you're out on a date, right? Or you just hanging out, or back when is it okay? I don't know if this is a limit type scenario, but you order your food, and then the chick orders way more than you, like a lot of food. Are you good with a woman just sitting there like pigging out in your face? Like, are you good? Let's say you're like really hungry. You order like the T-bone steak, and she gets like, "Yo, let me get the porterhouse. Let me get the porterhouse. Let me get the extra so and so." Not about the money at all. Like, is that not weird for y'all?
I have literally never had that happen to me. I have never been at, I don't know what women, what Houston women hanging out with, but I have never experienced a woman order. If she wants to eat, then you let her eat. What do I care? I get hungry too. I mean, I love to eat food. So if she wants all that, screw it. Go nuts, girl. I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah, I mean,
but I've literally never had that happen.
What's that, Rick?
Hold on.
Don't be.
Oh, that's gonna mess everything up.
My bad. The alarm went off. Some weird reason.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to punch in from that one.
We're leading into them, huh?
All right, let's come on back then. Rick, so you have no issue with that?
Really, like Marsh, I've never had a one, but in the dating world, you have to expect that though. If you're dating and you out there and you going on dates and stuff, your pockets better be ready for whatever's going on.
It's not about the pocket though. I'm saying like,
but it's not, but it is because it all goes hand in hand to me. You know what I mean? Like if we order some things, and sometimes we'll try something out. Hey, maybe we both get advertised X, Y, and Z. But like to Marsh's point, it would be weird if I ordered something and the female ordered something way more than what I ordered. It means she's planning on throwing down more than me. That is probably kind of weird. As a guy, I probably eat pretty good myself. Now, what would really drive home, what would really make it a bad look for me, and why I will go somewhere else, is if I feel like you order stuff just so you can take it to go. We're not gonna play that game. We're not gonna play that game.
If they order more, I just assume I get to eat some. Like if she got extra, I'm like, that's for us. Like we each got our one meal, and if you got a third thing, sounds like those are some extra fries coming my way. Sounds like I got some onion rings too. You like mozzarella sticks? I don't, but it looks like I'm gonna have some.
I'm gonna try mozzarella sticks tonight.
I'll tell you what, mozzarella sticks. I don't like mozzarella sticks. I know I don't like mozzarella sticks, but every single time somebody gets mozzarella sticks, I'm like, maybe I do like them. Maybe this is the time I start. Same thing with pickles. Same thing with pickles. I'm like, I don't like pickles. I know this. But somebody gives me a pickle, or you get like I was at a pub this weekend, and I got a Reuben, and it came with a pickle. I'm like, maybe I like a pickle today. I did not like the pickle. So
kudos to you for trying that every time, though.
My mind is just like, mate, there must have been something about every other pickle I had in my entire existence that was not good, and this will be different. Not different. Don't like pickles.
Wow.
Interesting.
We'll keep running down this list here. How about this one? Oh, this one's touchy. My wife gonna slip my throat on this one. I just don't like women in sneakers. Just don't like them in sneakers.
Women in what?
If you're not doing something athletic, working out, if you're not at the gym doing something that involves some sports like, I don't want to see you in sneakers.
Are you tripping?
I'm actually serious about this one.
What are they supposed to be in? Flats? Heels?
Yes, one or the
other. Brother.
Man, not only do I like a good sneaker, but now I would judge you if your sneaker game is kind of like some people think they got a really good sneaker game and they're wearing it, and you can tell they don't have enough practice wearing sneakers with certain outfits,
Wait,
I
how
would
do
be
you
like,
have
hold
practice
on,
wearing sneakers?
hold on, ma, you wearing this all wrong. Let me put your game right. But I've gone as far as in relationships and buying sneakers and personalizing and put my name on the sneakers and put her name. Like I personalize some sneakers. Me and mine, we gonna step out looking good. So now I'm with the sneaker game. You got to do it right, but if it's done right, it can be very tasteful. Yeah.
Not a fan on my end. When you said wearing sneakers the right way, like how does that work?
There's certain things that just don't, if you're gonna wear I guess I'm speak from, if I see a woman in, like, say a short in a skirt, right, in a short skirt type thing, like certain sneakers gonna look better, and a low top sneakers probably preferred. You got some big ass Air Force Ones on or blazers or something, it's gonna look really weird in that outfit. So certain sneakers don't really go with certain outfits. So you have to have a taste level to know how you can still pull it off in the sneaker, because it can be corny. It can be. Now I say, because it's a woman and her outfit usually isn't athletic from top to bottom, like a guy's outfit can easily become athletic. So it can't. If not done right, yes, it can look corny for a woman. Like she's trying too hard and the outfit is not really gelling. So I've seen times where it didn't look good, but just overall, I'm cool with the sneakers on the females. But a taste level is involved with that.
But I think that is not exclusive to women, right? Like if you're wearing, like, Puma has their version of the Air Jordan, and it's like, just please don't wear those. Those are ugly shoes. Like it could be, everything about the outfit could have been good. And I'm not even a man with sneakers in my background, but they're just not a nice looking shoe. They're trying to be the Jordan 1, but you're not. You're Puma. So stop it.
What are these shoes you're talking about?
They're just high top Pumas. That's it. But but I would agree with Rick. I don't like, if you want to wear a pair of Ons, what do I care? If you want to wear a pair of Nike Dunks, like in an athletic outfit, right, with like either shorts or leggings on. Dudes are wearing the same thing with like joggers or shorts. Like I have no problem.
That's what I said. That's what I said. In an athletic outfit, in that context, it makes sense.
No, you said an athletic setting. You said unless they're at the gym or working out.
I mean, nobody's gonna be mad at a chick in some spandex and say, I mean, nobody's gonna have a problem with that. But I'm saying, for me, the skirts, like a skirt, dress, and shoes, like sneakers, it's just weird. It feels.
But I think that's a style thing. I think that comes down to the individual view on style. Like, I say that guys, I have no problem with dudes wearing Dunks, like Nike Dunk, in a suit. I don't mind that. I think it's fine. However, if you wore that to a wedding, that would be a problem. If you're just wearing it to work, or you see like dudes on Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, whatever, they're always in like suit with the Dunks. I'm like, whatever, you're at a football game. Like, nobody's expecting you to be wearing, Chelsea boots or something like that. But if you're at a wedding, maybe we should put on the Dunks and we should put on a nice pair of shoes.
See, and I'm like this. I don't care what setting. It's all about taste for me. At one of my friends' weddings that I was in, we had to wear Chuck Taylors with our suits. So we wearing a sneaker type shoe was part of our actual uniform. So again, it's just a taste level. I don't care when and where you wear it. Are you wearing it correctly? Now I know that's all different from everybody's opinion, but that's the only time I look at it as weird if you don't pull it off. Like, you probably shouldn't have did that.
This makes no sense, but I actually don't mind the Chuck Taylor look with a suit.
Chuck Taylor with a suit, yeah. We all have.
I don't mind it.
Great suits, great tuck. Yeah.
They're slim.
Yeah.
The way they fit, like they're slim.
That's probably what it is. Yeah. That's probably why I'm saying that, because a Dunk's a little chunky. And like Chuck Taylor a little narrow. Same thing, like if they had a pair of Nike Blazers on, I'd be like, that's all right, so long as the color coordinates well.
I think that's how I view sneakers too. That's kind of when I think sneakers and I think of women, I think of like a big bulky ass shoe, and it just looks weird to me in most scenarios. So the slimmer the shoe. But I think, are we near that time, Marsh? Are we near that time?
Do we need an ad break?
We gotta pay some bills.
We do. We gotta pay a bill. I think Yellz, you gotta pay a bill.
Today's episode is not sponsored by Morton Salt. When it comes to one seasoning that I trust and that I use exclusively, it's Morton Salt. Why? Why would you need any other flavoring for your food other than salt? People like to mess around with paprika, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and any other season. Not me though. I'm a salt man. I'm sorry, I got totally. I'm a salt man, and I'm an assault only man. Wait, what? I'm an assault only man. Chicken wings, Morton salt. Burgers, Morton salt. Steak, Morton salt. It's the one season I trust, and it's the one season I use for the best tasting food around. Shout out Morton salt.
Morton salt.
Man, that ad read had some typos in it, did it not?
I don't know, maybe.
Because it said assault. And I was like, what?
I thought that was a really good. I thought that was a joke. He set up the punchline. I said, way to set him up for the punchline.
Not assault. Marsh, this is terrible. This is a terrible joke, but it's not a joke. It's just what happened today. I'm picking my son up from school, and I'm behind a car that has an Alpha fraternity license plate holder around it. And you know how some people have license plate holders that they'll have stuff on it. It's like, I'm a doctor, or, you know, it has some like little small phrase that you can see on them. You know what I mean? You ever seen those? Mm-hmm. Well, this one said, and it was just maybe a malfunction or a function of bad production on the license plate holder manufacturer, because his said, the rapist.
Ooh.
And I'm certain that it meant therapist, but there was too much space between the E and the R.
You could have done numbers on Reddit on that if you had taken a picture and posted. I'm just saying. They would have eaten that up.
Wow.
You probably could have posted that well to like, there was an attempt at identifying yourself as a therapist. You could have done numbers. That's a pretty tough one, man. That's one of the few words out there that's like
really bad.
That's just like built into it. It's not like you misspelled it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's just looking at it, it's like, oh my God. But yeah, the manufacturer, maybe you could sue the manufacturer for that, because you gotta say something.
Hold on. Maybe let's put some accountability on the Nimrod driving the car to not see that and be like,
yeah, you didn't put two and two together.
Right, be like, oh, no, people will get it. They'll understand. I'm a therapist. They'll definitely understand it. They know, folks around here know who I am. It's like, I don't know, brother. Maybe check the license plate tag you put on your car.
Maybe I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, and he knew exactly what he was going for.
Then I trust them even less.
Yikes.
You want somebody who's proudly like, haha, my license plate holder. That's supposed to say therapist, but
that's a bad look. No matter how you slice it, that's a really bad look.
Well, Marsh, you wanted to change gears here. That original topic it's a touchy one in today's society.
No, it's just that you had terrible ideas, is I think what I would view it as. So here's one that I actually disagree with this vehemently. Men complimenting other men, people consider to be weird. And I think that we should be pro compliment other people. Women are out here being like, oh, slay girl, oh, you got that, you are looking great, girlfriend. And dudes are like, hey, fuck you, dude. And it's like, whoa, man, how about a little love for one another? Like, you know, try to find some compliments to give other men. And it doesn't have, like, one thing I noticed when I moved down to South Florida, I'm not going to say it, but there is a phrase that's no and then another word. And people down here love to use it. Like, it's very obviously you're not implying anything, and people will just drop it in there. And I'm like, what are we doing? I know who you are. You know who I am. You do not need to have to clarify that you said a statement to me with like a no, this thing. I don't give a damn, okay? And we should be out here promoting other dudes. If a man wants to compliment another man, it's not weird. I'm pro compliments.
Is there something that you cannot compliment though? What's the limits on the compliment? 'Cause
I mean, there's probably some undergarment things that we're not complimenting, but if you want to be like, hey, brother, I love those shoes. Those look great. I love the color coordination with your jacket. Why not? The man probably put some time and effort into that, and he probably was like, hell yeah, thanks, man.
Look, before you chime in, Rick, I'm going to get started right now. There's nothing, I really have a great appreciation for how your hood hangs over your collar right now, Marsh. I think it takes great integrity, great skill. I think that the level of detail, because that's hard to pull off. Like, I've been checking that out the whole episode. Like, you had to fluffing and flipping and pull like you pulled it off, sir. Well done.
Was that so hard? Was that so hard to do?
No. I'm glad you gave me clearance to do it, though. Thank you.
It made his day. Now I'm perfectly cool with complimenting guys. If need be, I compliment myself quite often. So I'm complimenting guys, a guy all of the time. But I give props where it's due. Now here's my thing. I don't mind guys complimenting me, but here's my thing. There is a limit, though. We do have a limit. Like, if you give me a compliment, whatever the compliment may be, I'm probably going to say, appreciate you. Thanks. Cool. Now, once you start getting into other stuff, after that, see, now I'm looking for the setup. Now I feel like I'm on candid camera. I feel like a setup is coming. I feel like you got a different angle. Now my antennas go up. So, shoot your compliment. I'm going to say appreciate it. Or I might even pay you one back. And then let's just keep it pushing. Because after that, you start getting suspect to me. I don't know what's your angle now. Because you might be trying to get my guards down to try to, So, yeah. So let's keep the compliments. We keep it cool. Keep it pushing. None of the extra stuff though.
Would you say the same if that was a woman that was layering in more compliments?
Absolutely not. They push on.
Why? What's the concern that a woman is giving you more compliments?
Because I like it more so when a woman compliments me than a man does. I adore when a woman compliments me. I don't care if a man ever compliments me. I'm not even looking for that. So cool. I don't need much of that. But if a woman wants to pay me compliments, that's the action. That's the type of person I'm looking for to have that type of feeling towards. So that's perfect. It works perfectly.
I'm a fan. The compliment's cool, but like Rick says, it can't get weird. I was at
because it can get weird.
I was at Yellz basketball practice, and one of the coaches there, not practice. I'm sorry, they were doing a fundraiser, and one of the coaches I had on the y'all see Drake had a new cologne came out last year. I don't know if y'all ever saw the commercial. It's one of the best promotions you ever find.
I have his candle, so yes, it's this one right here. And he's not paying me for this. And some people even think I don't like Drake.
This episode not brought to you by Drake. Especially
Williamsburg, sleepover or sleep. Yo, this fragrance right here, I am not sponsored by Drake. But this fragrance right here, dog, top 5.
I knew you were going to put the candle to the microphone. I knew you were going to
so everyone could smell it. So
yeah, I knew you were going to do that. I knew it.
We have smell-o-vision.
I knew
we have smell-o-vision.
You know what, Rick? Part of me wanted to lean in.
I know. That's the whole point.
So he has a fragrance. The fragrance smells so good that it's not a commercial on TV, but he ran an ad where I guess he made it and he runs the stick through it and he smells the scent. And this is the whole promotion. No words. God damn! And he walks off. That's it. And everyone went crazy buying it. So wifey got me one.
Anything like that candle, then I believe you.
So it does. It smells really good. But I'm gonna tell you what the dude did. We're having a fundraiser. I got it on for the fundraiser, and dude walks by and he reacts the way I expect Drake imagined a woman was supposed to react, because he said, "God damn!" And he said, "Man, that smells good." That was enough right there.
That one I can agree with that. I will cede the floor on that one.
Yeah, he didn't stop, and we'll just leave it at that. He came back, and at this point, I'm like, I hope his girlfriend's around or something.
No,
like,
tell
I don't
us
understand
more.
What's happening.
No, tell us more. What happened next, Yellz?
He just, every time that he saw me, he brought it up, and maybe that's not. It wasn't anything overboard. It was just mentioned too many times because he saw me a lot. We were there for like an hour and a half.
He couldn't get off of it.
Yeah, like, all right, man. Like, he should have been concerned that I was concerned how often he brought it up, right? Not at all. Bro, it's good, man. Man, what is it? I've already told you what it is. There's no other information I can get.
Yeah, it can get weird,
I don't know, man. So, compliments, though. I'm with you, Marsh. I think we should do that more as people. I'm with you on that.
I feel like scents, though, it's one of those things where you never, I shouldn't say never. I don't mind, hey, that smells fine. That I think, like, done appropriately is good. But I feel like cologne and the same thing with perfume, that's to me an internal compliment. We're like, that smells nice. And it goes both ways in which somebody used too much cologne today if I could smell you coming. But I'm not going to tell the person that. Or too much perfume, like, whoa, okay, we still got that in the elevator.
No, I'll tell it.
I feel like that's an internal, both good and bad. Like, I like the way that smells, but I'm not going to tell you that. And I'm not going to tell you when it's too much.
I don't say if it's too much. I just remove myself away from it because I'm probably getting a headache. But if it smells good, I remember one time in particular, there was this.
We got a fundraiser, and you kept telling the guy.
There was this gay male couple. I was inside of Walgreens, and they was in. I think they was getting the photos or whatever they was doing. And I passed by to go down the aisle, and old buddy was smelling like 100. I was like, wow. I'm like, wow. And it threw me off because I'm like, that smells really good. And I'm a fan of scents, and I had never smelled anything like that before. So it wasn't even, I was just floored that I don't know what that is. And I was like, how do I go over there and ask him in front of his guy without it being weird? On both accounts. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you... So I was like, damn. But if I don't ask, I'll never know.
Marsh,
So I went over there.
Oh, he's not done. I know Rick. His cadence is he goes nice and slow. You think he's done, he keeps going. So I know when he's not done.
So I goes over there and I'm like, yo, excuse me. I just have to ask, what is it that you are wearing? I didn't even introduce. I ain't got time for all that. I just want to know what it is. And he told me it was. I'm not telling you guys, but I earned that information. I earned that information fast. I'm not just sharing that all willy nilly. I earned that. But yeah. So there are times where I've complimented a guy. That's one time that really stands out. But when I'm with the homies, or whatever, we all into scents. If one of my homies have on something, if they wearing something that looks good or they're smelling extra, I always pay a compliment to the homies. Like, yo, hey, bro, that one ain't working. You know what I mean? So for the homies, it's easy, no doubt.
For strangers, it's a little weirder, I guess, right?
A little bit, because I don't know your intentions.
Marsh,
it really boils down to intentions for me.
Marsh, when you're in the gym, maybe you got like your shirt off and you're doing those little short bench presses you be talking about, the little ones, short on. If someone were to come over and say something about your physique, is that acceptable?
I don't like when people talk to me at the gym because I know that I am trying to get my body to be fatigued. And so I know that my times between a lift, between a superset, it should be somewhere between 60 and 120 seconds. And it could be a friend. It could be somebody else. Because I'm there for a reason. One, I'm going before work, so I've got to get done and go to work. So that's part one of this. Part two is I am trying to get through everything, and I'm trying to stay fatigued, right? Your body, you work it out. You should be sweating. You should be breathing hard. That's my opinion when I'm working out. And if you're going to come and talk to me and you're going to take me out of that zone, I'll probably have music on that's trying to get me through. Or, hot take, I listen to podcasts at the gym too. It's a great time, but I might be locked into the podcast. And I don't want you to talk to me. And there's a dude at the gym that does talk to me because I do not the traditional workouts, right? Like I do a lot of single leg work and I just don't squat. I don't bench press at the gym. And so there's this one dude that just loves to come up.
You doing those Terry Crews European workouts?
I don't know what those are. So you got me there. Probably not.
Put it in production. Hope he puts it in production. The Terry Crews, the European workouts. Go.
I have no idea what that is. But he loves to come up and say, "I've never seen anybody do that." And I'm like, "Thanks, man." And I just finished my workout.
I didn't expect you to say that.
Hold on. Pause. He walks up to you. Hey, bro. I've never seen nobody do
He
that.
doesn't say it like that. Does not say it quite like that. But the first time this gym opened up at the beginning.
I've never seen nobody do anything like that.
So the gym that I'm at, it opened up at the beginning of 2025, like I don't know, March. And so it's a chain gym, but this branch of it just opened up in March. I go there because it has this area in the middle that's not. It's got sleds. It's pretty much all turf, so that you can do box jumps. You can whatever. You can. It's just not like a bench press, squat, deadlift section of the gym. And so I was just doing like banded core, rotational work. And he's like, "Man, what are you training for?" And I'm like, "Fucking life. What are we talking about here, man? Like, I'm just trying not to get out of shape." And so then I was just like, man, never seen somebody do a workout like that. I'm like, okay, cool, I am. Please leave me alone right now.
He just wanted to compliment you, Marsh. Damn.
After all these years in the gym,
I don't mind the compliment.
Nobody did work out quite like that before.
Yeah, I don't know if he quite said it like that. I will say at one point, and this one was, I didn't know how to respond when he said this. He goes, I was watching a documentary on the Romans, and they used to trade. I mean, you know the Romans, right? I'm like, yeah, I know who the Romans are. And he's like, so they used to come in, and they'd take the kids when they were like 8 years old, and then they'd go and they'd train them all the time, and they trained them for war because that's what the Romans did. I'm like, okay, and he's like, you're training like a Roman.
Shit.
That kind of sounds like Donald Trump. You kind of sound like Donald Trump as you're saying this.
No.
Not intentional. I mean, it definitely wasn't him. You wouldn't be hanging out at that gym.
So he thought you were a Greek god, Marsh.
Yeah, he was calling you a Greek god.
Well, no. Greek and Roman are two different things, if I'm correct.
I knew you were going to point that out. It was a goddamn joke.
No.
God damn it, Marsh.
Well, you should have said Roman god. They had gods, too, if you really wanted to fluff my head a little bit. Oh, God, take that out. Fuck me. Do not use that. Do not leave that in. Do not leave that in.
Sir. It's there.
Oh, God.
Got him.
God, that sounds terrible. Oh, my God.
Walked right into that one, brother.
Yes, he did. The panic button is up.
That's a bad one, man.
That's awful.
Oh, boy. Whew. I think it's time to do a quick, you know what I hate? Because I'm going to try to change the subject as quickly as I possibly can here.
You know what I hate?
No! Tell us what you hate!
All right. I hate people that get on the escalator and do not keep walking. The people that think that the escalator is just an outdoor elevator and they just stand there.
Yes.
The escalator was created so that you could be more productive with your time, so that you could move, you could walk down the stairs that are moving so you get down quicker or up quicker. And we got people just standing in the middle of them, and it is so annoying.
Marsh, I realize if no one's going the speed that you're going, you hate
it's a problem.
You don't like people driving cars. You don't like people on escalators with you. People, Marsh, they take the escalator because, I know this sounds crazy, they're tired. Marsh, they're tired. They're probably walking a long ways. They probably have a lot of luggage, and they're tired. So
then take the elevator
as a moment to rest before they got to take 5,500 more steps with two kids in their arms and a carry-on.
Man, you don't hold people on the escalator. You're not holding kids on the escalator.
I think
some kids you have to hold at all times. Let's be honest.
This is true.
Yeah, like a little
Marsh,
baby.
I agree. I'm not taking the Underwood rigor. I'm right there with you. You know what I think is like one of the stupider things in the world? Like, I feel stupid just standing on the escalator waiting to get to my destination, not doing my part.
Yeah.
Like, I feel crazy doing that. Like, just it's insane.
Yes.
People only feel that way when they're late to their
I'm not
destination.
late, sir.
When
The person standing in front of Marsh is making people late. I'm with
There's
you.
no worries. There's no worries.
Then take the elevator. Take the damn elevator then.
That takes longer.
That's not my problem.
They have free time.
You don't want to walk.
They got free time.
You are so anti-walking. Take the damn elevator.
I just need this little, I just need this little 10-second break while going down without you guys pushing my back and shit because you're trying to skip through for you to trip over somebody's luggage and they're gonna try to sue me later. I ain't got time for that, man.
No. See, I will say the escalators at airports, they do not make wide enough. And I will say, so maybe hypocritical here. If I have luggage with me, and the escalator is wide enough for somebody to get past me, I will stand to the side because I am not carrying my suitcase up the escalator. So I'm on board with that. But if I'm talking about, like today I was at Target and our Target has an escalator on it, and it's got the little escalator that on one side is the escalator and on the other side is where you can put your shopping cart, and the shopping cart goes down with you. Well, you better beat the damn shopping cart to the bottom. You should be standing next to it, waiting for it to get out. You should be down at the bottom, ready to rock and roll, get out of the way. And these people are just like sitting there, taking their damn time. Because like at an airport, it's tough because they make those things so damn tiny that there's no room to get past them. But
So it really irks you.
yeah, come on, let's go. And I have nowhere to be.
All they gotta do is just move to the side. Like I'm with you, Marsh. And speaking of Target or any store like that, you know what I hate? Like I hate when you're going down the aisle and someone's looking for their items, and then they just stop in the middle of the aisle, looking around and shit. Move so I can get by before you get hit with this basket, because I'll do it. I will do it. And say, oh, excuse me, I didn't see you there. I'll do it.
I'm gonna go on a
You'll hit them with it.
Yeah.
The kid.
I'm going to slightly Marsh.
I'll bump the kids first.
Marsh take. The picture kids.
What did you say? I was trying to listen to.
So I bump their kids first.
Let the kids feel it first, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, this man. I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all. Kids lying. To go a slightly Marsh take. I hate people who have driver's licenses and has still not figured out how to turn in a median. Your turn, boys and girls, is on the right-hand freaking side every single time.
Are we talking a roundabout?
A roundabouts, or if you sometimes got the median with both, you can get both ways coming in, or someone's turning in.
Okay.
And so two cars can get a median at the same time. You don't go to the closest median, idiot. You go to the far right, which is your right-hand side. Everything is done from the right-hand side. How did you get that Walmart as license and you do not know to go to the median on the right-hand side? It's bad enough you became parallel park. I already know that, but let's not go there. We already know you came parallel park. So you add to the fact that when you get to the median, let me calm down.
The worst part about them doing that,
You need to be on the right-hand side.
The worst part about them doing that is when they look at you because I can't see.
Like I'm wrong.
Because you're on the wrong side. You can move to the right side.
They're
You can
blowing
see
at
the
me
oncoming
as if
vehicles.
I'm in the wrong. No, idiot. You should be on this side.
Yeah.
It's a
I mean,
good one,
Thanos
Mark.
again. Maybe Thanos wasn't completely wrong. That's all I'm hearing. People didn't like you on that one, Yellz. They did not like that thing.
You know who reminds me of Thanos? Like they have the same ideology, and I'm right there. If you lined us three up, like I'm right there. You give me Thanos, I'm third in line. Bill Burr. Bill Burr comes right after Thanos. They all have the same ideology. Just like get rid of that dude. We don't need the person that pulls up left in the median. We don't need the person standing in the middle of the aisle. We don't need the person that stands on the elevator. Sorry, Rick. We don't need standing on the escalator. Come on, man.
Bill Burr had a great line where he was saying that when he's driving and he's turning, like at a light or in a median, he makes every attempt to get through as quick as possible so that the person behind him can get through as quick as possible. Like if the light is changing, he's like, okay, I got to get through if my chance is there so that the car behind me can potentially get through. And I had never heard somebody say that, but I was like, oh my God, like, yes, that is 100%. Like we're in this together, team. Like I'm getting through, you're going to get through. Get out of the way.
And to add to that one, another one that I hate, man, you got me on today. When you're in a parking spot, looking for a parking spot, waiting, and the person knows you're waiting, they get in the car and they wait instead of backing your ass out of it. You know you're done. The groceries been in the car. There's no child in the seat. Why are you not backing out when you know I'm waiting? There's been plenty of times, because I live in Texas, that I wanted to raise my window down and put my hand out of the window, and my hand is not empty, and really, really give it to that person, show that person how I feel. That's the worst, bro. Especially at the Galleria, you trying to park, and it's already bad enough you can't find those spots, and the idiot won't get out. Yo, come on, I'm ready to fight.
They do that shit all over America. They need it. That's when you need your Morton's assault. Like that's when you need your assault. That's when you need it. Yeah.
You gotta get it. I will say I was in a pretty busy parking lot a couple weeks ago, and I was contemplating moving my car to a closer location. Right, so parked kind of far away, and I had an opportunity to potentially move my car closer to where I was. And there was a new car that was driving around, and I knew there was a parking spot over close to the building, but I didn't know if it was going to be there when I got back. So I was kind of contemplating, okay, if I don't see any other cars coming for this parking spot, I might move my car. But lo and behold, I see a guy driving around looking for a parking spot, and I'm like, all right, well, now I can't move my car. So he sees me walk into the car, doesn't say anything, and then he just stops, thinking I'm going to leave. And granted, I was thinking about leaving, but I was like, well, I'm not leaving now because I don't know if I'm going to have a parking spot at this other location. So I'm just going to grab something out of my car. And I was very upset that this guy never asked me, hey, are you leaving? Like, if you had said, hey, are you leaving? I would have said, no, I'm not leaving. And then you could have gone about your way. Instead, he sat for like 45 seconds, probably mad like Rick is, that he thought I was about to go just taking my time.
Yeah, you got to say something.
He's got to ask me.
No, it's your duty, because you know he's waiting. Ow! Right in the kisser, Marsh. If I caught you, I went right to your car, and I give it to you right in the kisser right there. That is crazy.
That's what I was going to say.
You know I'm waiting on that spot. Just say, you can just wave me off like.
That's what I do whenever I'm leaving anywhere.
And that's it. I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
And you see the parking lot's congested and there's lots of people, I show them. I point them and let them know I'm leaving and point them where to go. Because some people are looking for the person that's leaving instead of looking for the spot. You direct them where to go. You should have said something, Marsh. That was very Vermontian of you.
That's very Vermontian of you.
I thought that he would ask. I thought he would be a gentleman to ask me. But apparently I have to be the gentleman.
Maybe.
So yes. I guess I'm wrong here. All right, well, we can end it on me being wrong about the parking spot. So that will wrap our show. We're back next Thursday. Appreciate you tuning in. New episodes every single Thursday. You can catch it on YouTube if you're a viewing type of guy or gal. You can also check in on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Appreciate our production team. We're back next Thursday. See you then.